Good evening, everyone. My name is Gil. I'm the founder and CEO of The 5 ers trading fund, where we fund the top 5% traders. Today, in our webinar, we're going to present to you who are we and why do we do what we do. So, we're two partners. We have Sneer is the cool-looking guy, and me, the nerd. We were trading since approximately 2007. We were collaborating in our trading for a while, and then once we start making some profits, we were looking for a career, and we were starting to looking for places that will want to use our talent and our skills. And we realized that for Forex traders, there's very few opening positions. For some reason, hedge funds and the industry don't like Forex traders. They prefer futures, they prefer stocks, commodities, everything else but Forex. And then we already found something, they would want us to work in their office. We could not provide our services from our office, and so we will had to commute to wherever it is. Mostly, it's in every place in the world. It's the big capital cities. Usually, they host the hedge funds, so you probably need to live around it. And we didn't want to move our families just to get this job that we can do in our own office. And if we already got something, they would tell us that they want us to learn to trade their own way, their own systems. And so all the knowledge that we know is pretty much worthless to what they want from us. So others would just want us to buy unnecessary education in the process of getting qualified into their funds. We realized there's something very not efficient in the whole process of how to harvest talents in this industry. There are so many people that were working so hard in getting the odds, and then they have so many obstacles to just come and perform like they need to do. So realize that there is a problem in the approach of how to harvest traders, and we realize it's also an opportunity. In 2015, we've created the 5 ers Trading Fund, which is a private Forex trading fund. It was a local fund, and in the past few months, we've decided to extend our reach into the global markets through the internet, and we become a UK LLP incorporated. Sneer and myself are the two founders, and we're basically coming from being traders. We really know what you need and what your aspirations as traders. So what do we do? First of all, we're providing a trading career program. So we're employing experienced Forex traders to work with us. Once we find the qualified traders that we want to work with, we fund them totally, and we let them trade from their own office in a remote way through the internet. You don't need to commute. You can work in the very far away village, on the cliff, on top of the mountain, wherever you have internet connection. That's good for us. From any country, we're very friendly, and we actually invite anyone from any country to work with us. One of the key things, the best part of this, is that we have an extraordinary growth program that we'll explain in the end of this presentation. But before that, we want to explain a few things of how things work, how we get qualified, and then we'll get back to this. But before we continue, we have a lot of questions and about the services that we are providing to traders. And it's very important for us to stress out that what we are not. Okay, we are a private fund, but we are not a broker, and we're not introducing brokers. That means that we're not presenting any services of any broker. In fact, we are clients of these brokers that we work with. We get this question a lot: who are the brokers that we work with? The official answer for that question is that it's a confidential information of the fund who we work with. And the not official answer to that is that we work with many brokers, mostly European brokers that have the regulated FSA. And that's all you actually need to know, because your contract is with the fund and not with the broker. We do not trade investors' money. All the funds that are provided for trading belong to the fund. We have a few investors that invested in the business, and this is the core funds that we work with. We also are not selling education. We have a lot of traders coming to us, and they want us to support them in their learning curve. Although we both, Snir and myself, are former educators, and we love to teach, we don't educate because it's a very long process, and we don't want anyone to at one point say that maybe our education was a cause of anyone to not success in the fund itself. So we decided that it's not a good thing to blend these services together. So we're not selling education, but we do refer to, we work with many educators that doing partnership with us, and we can refer you to these educators, which are on the top of the lists in the world of trading education. These are what we're not. So who should apply to and join us? We're looking for experienced Forex traders that know what they're doing. We're looking for people that have a very high self-awareness, and they are disciplined traders. They know how to tweak their system and apply our policy with their proven system. A proven system is if you have any system that have a performance statistics of 1 to 1.5 risk ratio in your trading statistics, then you can tweak your system into our trading policy, and then you can join up our program. We are one of the most flexible trading funds that you will ever meet. We let all trading disciplines and methods and systems an equal opportunity with us. If you're a swing trader, we will not force you to close your trades during the night, during low liquidity, through events or through the weekend. We let you actually do whatever you want, whatever that brought you success before you met us. We want you to continue with that. So we are the most flexible trading fund that you will ever find. And if you going to look for our competition, you see so many restrictions on your trading that mainly will change the way that you're trading. We think it's wrong, because whatever brought you success, we want to continue your success with that. So we don't want to interfere with that. And then again, we provide a very low cost trading opportunity. If you compare it to our competitor, our costs are much lower. And also, if you compare it to a self-independent retail trading account, we are a much lower cost trading opportunity. And this is why many intermediate traders or even beginner traders that wanted to open their first initial trading account, they come to us, because we actually provide live account for only 4% of the funds that we actually give you. Once you get qualified, we'll make you a portfolio manager and we'll give you a contract to work for us, and we'll give you 100% funded accounts. After you got qualified, you will never put your hand inside your own wallet unless we give you money to put in it. You don't have any subscription with us. You don't have any other hidden costs. The only cost that you have is only once when you sign up for being evaluated. But once you got qualified, there's only one way for funds to come, and that's from us to you. Is that when we pay you your profits, the deal is that you bring the talent and we bring the funds, and we take the risk on the funds. So we split on the profits, 50% for you and 50% for us. And I think it's the most fair opportunity. And of course, we don't limit you to not working on your own account. So if you already have your own account, or you're trading for other funds, or if you have clients, you can also work with us and get extra funds for your trading. And then we have the thing that we're most proud of, which is the growth program, which is two double for every 10%, meaning that for every time you make 10% profit on your account, we will actually double the balance that you have on your account. So if you start with a $40,000 account, your account will be 80, and then another 10% is going to be 160 and 320 and 640, and then over $1 million account. So it's the fastest growing program that you can ever think of. We'll show you in a moment how powerful it is. You never need to request a withdrawal with us. We actually have this motto in our fund that we don't want to owe anyone anything, meaning that at the end of the month, we have to be a clear desk, and we pay, even if you profit only $2, we're going to pay you your split, which is $1, and we're going to clear the desk. So every month, automatically, you will get your profits, no question asked. Whatever it is, no limits and no minimums and no maximum, you will get your profits every month. That's our promise. We have more advantages. We have no monthly costs, no subscription. We will not ask you for any penalties about possible losses, because we know losses are part of the game. However, we do keep our risk policy very, very tight, but we help you out with it. It's not to fail you. We have the fastest growth program. We'll show it in a few minutes. We provide MetaTrader 4, which is the most demanded platform from traders. I know some don't really like it, but the majority do. So this is what we are aligned for. We also allow EAs and all the scripts that they're using. Everything is open and available for you. Of course, we, like I mentioned before, we allow any trading discipline. You can be aggressive, scalper, day trader, or a swinger, or a long marathon runner, whatever it is. If you have 1 to 1.5 risk ratio, come and trade with us. So, how does it work? Before you become a portfolio manager, we have to evaluate you. We've seen many reports before people start trading with us. People sometimes have time that they need to adapt their system into our policy, and this is why we do these evaluations. So how does it work? We have two types of broad program for evaluation. One is that for a position management portfolio, where you can just being in charge of we call it a risk reward program. It's mainly trading for a fixed pip. We only count the amount of pips that you profit in the account. So, and every pip is equal to a fixed lot size. For each program, we have 3 starting levels that will suit anyone that for any risk. So for the first program, I think the highest plan costs $400. So we have also something for 270 and another for 180. So if somebody wants to practice our evaluation for very low price, he can do it and not risking everything. So we let people choose their starting level. After you got qualified and you beginning to trade with a growth plan of the 2x for 10%, then you can just grow and make up the lower initial funds. So it just depends on how fast you want to grow. We have a fee for this registration, but the fee provides you a live trading account, meaning that you're not paying for just being tested. You already being trading on a live trading account, and any profits that you make on that account are yours to take. If you're considering opening a retail trading account, then rethink maybe you could open a live trading account with us, which is an evaluation account. We will help you determine your risk plan, and also you will have a bigger trading account for less investment and with better probability because we're backing you up. What are our risk management trading guidelines? In the evaluation, you have a goal to make a profit of 6% without hitting a drawdown of 4%. Okay, that's determined 1 to 1.5 risk reward. So let's say even if your system is, let's say you make 30% profit with a 20% drawdown, you can cut your position sizing in 5 and you have it with us because you have 1 to 1.5. Okay, so and I'll show you in a minute why it doesn't matter, why it's some people do calculate how much it's going to be the profit in money because they really have to narrow their position size. So that's also has an effect on the profit itself. But because we have the growth, the 2x for 10%, I'll show you how big you can get in just being playing very modest on the market. So just bear with me on that. We have a maximum exposure of 5 to 1 on live, on open trades, meaning that with all your open trades, we do it by counting the lot size. We don't really calculate the money value of each position by the currency because it's too complicated. We like to simplify things. So you just have to sum up all the open lots that you have with your open positions. We also have another feature that people really like, that if you have an open position which is a winner and you lock your stop loss beyond the break-even price, then it's not being considered as an exposure and you can open another trade instead while this one is still running and open. In that way, we encourage profitable trades to continue and making the full potential. We don't want to cut winners too short. In order to get qualified, we don't want to sit over 2 trades because sometimes it can be too lucky. We want to see that it's a really consistent way of trading. So we ask for a minimum 40 positions to achieve this profit objective. Many people ask me what happens if they do it before the 40 positions. So the answer is that you continue to trade, and we want to see the same profile of trading continue. Each and every open position must have a hard stop loss of not more than 1.5% of the account. You must have a hard stop loss determined. It's a must. If not, you'll get a warning. And we have a 6 months to get qualified. And also, a lot of people sometimes get worried about this, but if it takes more than 6 months and you're being active, then we'll extend you. And if you're not active, we'll just expire the valuation account, because sometimes people just tend to stop trading without giving us any alert that they do, and so we can't keep these accounts forever. So we're limiting this to 6 months. But if you are trading, and then if you are struggling, and if you willing to work hard to recover your account, then we really respect that, and we let you, and we extend it as long as you're being active. So 6 months is the dry rule, but we are very flexible, like I said, and we let you trade more if you're really active. So when you go to our website to choose your plan, this is actually what you're going to look for. If you want to qualify for a $40,000 trading account as a portfolio manager, you're going to be evaluated on a $10,000 account. On the evaluation account, your target, your objective will be to win $800 without hitting a drawdown of $400. This slide was made before we changed. Now I think it's the numbers are different. They represent 1 to 1.5. Okay, and also the exposure is higher. When you get to 0.5, maybe I should change this slide later on, but you'll see it on the website that these changes are made onto the trader favor. The profit withdrawal on the valuation account will be 50%. So whatever you profit, your 50% is guaranteed, even on the trading evaluation account. You'll be entitled to go for the 2 for 10%, double for the 10% growth program, and the cost for the one-time cost for the qualification account is $400. So this is how a program look like. And if you go to our website, you can see all 6 programs, and you can choose whatever suits for you. Again, the evaluation objectives are much better now than it seemed here on this presentation. One question that we get pretty much a lot is, why do we charge for registration for the application? As first, we really need to go through evaluation, because whatever reports that you supply to us, they are not really representing how you're going to perform with our risk management, with our work frame. So we really have to see how you're really adapting into our policy, and that process we should take limited risk on that. So that this is why we're doing evaluation account. Second thing is that if you're not willing to pay, maybe say that you're not really confident in your trading, meaning that you're not really secure that you can return the little investment, the 4% investment for the account through your profits. And if you're not showing that confidence, you probably shouldn't apply it. Also, that's also one feature of the cost. Second thing is that we're trying to make it fair. And so we let you lose whatever you pay. So if you saw that on the 40K evaluation that you get $10,000 account to trade, that it costs $400, this is actually the amount that we let you lose, $400. Second thing is that we're going to share the profits with you. It's a live trading account, and we're taking your trading into the market. So it's also the little initial risk that you were involved in it. But just to remind you, it's the last time that you'll need to ever put any money of your own into this project. Okay, and also we invest a lot of time in supporting our traders, mostly at the early stages when they trying to adapt to our work frame. There's a lot of work involved, and there's a lot of support and talks that we do with traders. We do invest in talking. We invest a lot of time on that, and that's also part of the support that we provide to our traders. We really believe in good communication with eye-to-eye level. That also has some manpower cost on that. Okay, so let's talk about our growth potential, our growth plan that we're so proud of it. We're providing double for every 10%. That means that you can reach to over a $1 million account in 7 rounds, meaning that if you ever made 70% in Forex on your account, that 70% would be $1.2 million account that you will be managing with us. And we do it because we want to provide a gradual escalation in finding the good traders that can earn and profit over time, and we're building the trust and we're building our relationship for a very long-term relationship, and that program can bring us to very big accounts to trade together. So let's see how much our program is compared to any retail account. So in green is our program. The white is if you were a retail trader. So let's say the beginning is 10,000 accounts, like we provide for the initial evaluation account. So you get $10,000 account. When you make 6% for the 10,000 account, in your retail account, you'll have $10,600. In the 5 ers account will take you to $40,000. Then every 10% we're going to double you. So when you make another 10% and your retail account could be 11,660, with the 5 ers you're going to have 80,000, and then 160 and 320 and 640 and 1 million. And when you have over $1 million account, your retail account will be only $18,000. So that's to compare with how the growth can be with us on the very same performance that you do for yourself or for your client account, because we have the power, because we have the funds to supply you in order to grow that fast. How much money you actually pull out from the program. So we said that we're going to split the profits 50% for you, and 50% will stay for the fund because we want to profit as well. So at the first stage, where you make 6% in your retail account, you'll earn more. You'll earn $600 on your account. On the 5ers, you'll earn 600, but 50% will be $300. Okay, but then when you're jumped into the $40,000 account, your earning will be $4,000 and your split will be $2,000. Because we say that we pay every month, whatever you do, if you take profits on your retail account will stay at the initial fund, which is 10%, which is $10,000. So every 10% you make on $10,000 will be 1,000. So it's going to be very limit grow your account. So you will be staying on $1,000 all the time, while with us you also get paid for your half of the profits, and you get paid $4,000, $8,000, and $16,000, $32,000, and $64,000 per 10%, while in your retail account, if you done 70% profit, you're still earning only $1,000. Okay, and just to remind you that for a retail account, you would be actually investing $1,000 of your own and risking it, while here all you had to do is the initial $400 that made you all this potential. So in accumulating the profits reaching to the point of over $1 million account. If you adds up how much income you made altogether, at the end you'll be making six-figure income, while in your own account you'll be maybe doing $6,000. So the potential here is exponentially much higher. You can see that you can barely see the curve on the retail comparing to what we offer you. So that's, I think, something that we're very proud of, that we were managed to pull out for our traders. So how do we pay our profits will be the last subject that we'll cover before questions. We paying for all the trades that you put in. In some funds, their model is that you're sending trades and they're not obligated to take all your trades into the market, and they will pay you only for the trades that they did. So you can never know what you're going to be paid for until the end of the day. And with us, whatever you put in the market, that's what you're going to pay. So all trades are included. Second thing, we pay every month. You don't need to ask. We just pay every month, whatever, no minimum, whatever it is. In some other funds, if you take your profits, they will deduct it from your growth plan if they have it, or you will have to profit that later on before you can pull more. With us, it's only the P&L that counts. Whatever you make or whatever you gain on the account is yours, no question asked. We're going to pay you by an online wallet. We're in the process of changing PayPal into some other provider that will also provide you a Swift and a debit card, the plastic debit card that you can also go to ATM or buy online or in the physical stores. The service that we're currently engaging with has no fees on the payments, so nothing will be deducted from your profits. And so whatever you made is actually going to be transferred to you on these online wallets. So we're looking for a very good solution that will also will limit the fees that involved with that. This is probably much cover the most of the subject that you need to know. If you have any questions, this is the time. Benedict asked if I can get funded up to $10 million to trade if you keep doubling. Okay, at the moment, we're going to stop at $1.2 million account, because there is a different execution situation when you have a very big account. We currently connected in a way that we don't want to overload on our bridge, and we want to make sure that we get execute all the trades that we're sending. So at the moment we'll be stopping at 1.2. That will be changed when we'll have enough traders. So but let's first get there, Ben, and we'll see what's next. Okay. Another question. Could you please detail again the max exposure, please? Yeah, the max exposure is 5 to 1, meaning that let's say you have a $10,000 account, then have an open positions of 0.5 lots. You can have 10 different positions of 0.05. You can have all these combination that sums up into 0.5. Okay, we simplified it into the lot size and not to calculate the money worth. If you close the trade, you have more room to put in. If your trade is on a winning position and you locked your stop loss beyond break even, then it's not being counted as exposure. So that should answer that. Okay, you ask, how can you check if it's a real opportunity or a scam? Can you tell me what that were and how can I look after this, please? Okay, Bajnok, I think that's the name. Well, I cannot really. People ask, yeah, if we're scam because it sounds too good, but I think that first thing, you can look up my name in the internet and you find that I've been involved in the industry for many years. I will not put my name on a $400 deal that I make with you. If you think that would be a scam, then do your own calculation. I will not try to prettify anything about us. We're, like I said, we're 2 years in this business. We've been for the past 2 years we've been local, and only in the past few months we extended our reach to the internet. So whatever you look up for us, you don't see a lot of reviews, not bad ones and not good ones. And if you look at our records, you see that our company was established in the UK not from a few months ago. So that's the truth. If you want to wait for a while to be more while we add more reputation to ourselves, then I welcome you to wait. I will not urge you to make a decision today. So that's the answer for if we're a scam. How do you manage a situation where there are losses on the 40K account or greater? We limit losses to 4%, and because we limit 4%, we have our models that we can back up this 4%. We that is the reason also that we collecting a lot of traders, so we will have a wide range of different trading styles that will average the risk. Some will win, some will lose, some will lose slow and some fast, some will win, and the average will build up the fund risk. We have a very complicated fund for this, but this is our thing to worry. So that's the question. Any pair, what are the pairs that can be traded? All the majors pairs and all the major crosses are available. We don't provide South African or Polish or Norwegian, or these only the majors and the major crosses. Whoever wants to trade commodities like precious metals or energies or indices, just please ask us, because it's not on the default, but we do provide it for anyone that specializes in this. So just ask for this. We there's a question from Benjnock, if the trader should send an invoice. Currently, you don't need to send an invoice. We pay you by a reversal invoice that we make out, and we send you through the wallet, and that should be enough. If there be any other requirements, then we'll let you know once you're already being a trader of us. So there's no need to issue any any invoice. All right, guys. So thank you so much for bearing with us and hearing our presentation. I hope you got to learn more about us and our approach. One thing that I really wish to stress out is that we're very non-formal people. We're traders just like yourselves. We wear t-shirts to work, and we come and we just love the trading. We know we come to try to help you, because helping you, making profits in the market and leveraging you with more buying power is our interest as well. I hope that I managed to stress this out, that we're on the same boat with this. And so feel free. We really believe in communication. So feel free to talk to us on the Skype or on the chats or even on voice. Whatever you need, we are here for you to talk to, and we try to be as much as available as possible for you, even if you're just inquiring or even if you're already being engaged with us. So this is the way that we work, and I think we bring a different color to this industry, and hopefully we'll make a success for you and for ourselves as well. So thank you very much for showing up, and hope to see you soon. Good night.